Good evening, everyone. We got the Daves here waiting for the dash, but I promise we're all going to be here unless I guess I can't promise that, can I? Dash might not actually make it, but Dave, you're here. How you
I'm
doing?
finally
You
back.
busy? Yeah,
I'm
rocking
dead.
the Ferrari cap.
Emotionally and physically dead. How are you guys?
Oh man, yeah, it's that time of year. I guess we're all kind of tired. Probably
Yeah,
some flu going around. Like I slept more than I usually do last night, and I'm still tired. So I'm pretty sure I'm fighting something off.
yeah,
You
man.
know, and just everyone gets busy just before the holidays.
Like I
So
said, it's that time, right?
it is. But
Dude,
I mean,
this
we
is
do what we
also
can.
where I'm very paranoid, so I'm using like disinfecting wipe, like wet wipes,
Oh, you're like that.
like everywhere in the office because I get ill very easily, as you guys know.
Yeah, yeah. You are a bit
And
of a weakling with that.
I I'm ill like often, unfortunately, and yeah, I have to be careful, so I'm not playing around, man. I'm wiping everything down at the office, and it took me like a couple of minutes to wipe my desk here, and yeah.
It's gross. Yeah. So, whoever watched the live with me yesterday probably was grossed out a little bit as I was kind of snotting all over myself. So, we hope that you guys are doing well as well. Give us, if you're feeling good, if you're feeling able, give us a like, subscribe. Just a reminder, we are on, all the platforms. YouTube, of course. We're vertical and horizontal. Dave, is this your first vertical multi-stream?
Yes, sir, it is. It is.
Yeah, see,
I was wondering because
like, what's
YouTube
going on?
was showing me two streams, and I didn't know which one to join because they are the same thumbnail.
Yeah, so they are the same thing, but one's vertical, one's horizontal. So, um, I wonder if it's obvious which one's which. I should probably figure that out and maybe put a little indication on the thumbnail just to differentiate for you guys. But
Yeah, that would help because if you look into them now, I think both of them have the same thumbnail.
yeah, I'll have to do something with that then. Maybe a border
Yeah,
or
yeah.
icon, something like that.
Hey,
But
but
good
I think
news is, and a lot of our regulars have already gone vertical. But you can tell right in the chat. It gives us a little indication there. So people are using it. It seems like people enjoy that. Obviously, if you're on your phone, mobile, the vertical makes a bit more sense.
yeah.
So yeah, there.
Does it accumulate like the views? Does it combine the views, or is
No,
it
it's all
like
separate.
two? Oh, so it's like two separate
It's two
live
streams. Yeah,
streams.
it's essentially two
Okay,
streams. Yeah,
okay.
I do have to set up two separate streams. Whatever.
Yeah,
It's fine. We're going everywhere. So that's YouTube, Twitch, X, Instagram, and Kick. And I just found another one tonight called Assist, which is specifically for live streaming. So
yeah.
maybe that's another one in the future. We'll see. But regardless, guys, whichever platform you're on, like and subscribe. We'll we'll go over the scores, honestly, because they just finished. Why not? Let's just look at the state of affairs across Europe. Copenhagen. I don't know if anybody really was watching this game. Karat Almaty, that's 3-2. Paphos 2-2 over Monaco. That's interesting because we have Paphos next.
Yep.
Arsenal 3-1 over Bayern.
Yeah,
I'm
I
a
think it
little
was 1-1
surprised.
at halftime. It was 1-1 at halftime. I'm not surprised. Like Arsenal is one of the, no, not one of the best team defensively in Europe. And overall, I'm afraid, and I hate to say it, but I think they're the actual best team currently. So, yeah.
I don't know. I
So
guess I have a bias
yeah,
towards Bayern.
lots of set pieces, crosses, and it works out for them, man, because they have a great team. They're great defensively. It's hard to score on them. Bayern tied it, I believe, shortly before halftime. I just went quickly through the scores, and yeah, they turned it back around basically.
Yeah, 22 minutes for Arsenal, then
Yeah,
32 for Bayern. And then coming in 69
but I
and
haven't watched the
37.
highlights for any of it. So
No, that's just fresh off the
yeah,
presses, right? So just
yeah.
interesting to know.
Athletic was scored in the 93rd against Inter to beat them.
Yeah, Alvarez and then Jimenez and Zelensky of all people banging one in. There you go. So Inter also losing to Atletico.
Yeah,
Not a massive surprise, I don't think, with Atleti being at home. I think it's probably 93rd minute. It was probably a tight game.
Yeah, and they turned their season around a bit. Like Atleti had a iffy start where they have drawn like a couple of games, but they've gotten into form now.
And then how do we feel about this? Frankfurt losing to Atalanta 0-3. Yeah, I don't know.
Dude, for Frankfurt also, like they concede a lot of goals, not defensively stable. Same goes for Liverpool, man. Like they can score lots of goals, but they concede the whole season. They're not defensively stable.
Yeah,
They
I won for the Eindhoven. Like,
Yeah, that's
wow.
crazy. Like they toyed around with their team shape a lot this summer, and either it was gonna go crazy good or it was come crashing down on them, and it came crashing down on them because
Yeah. So,
they have destroyed like the complete like balance of the team.
so really, like, when you put our woes, which we will talk about, Juve's woes into perspective, like Liverpool losing 1-4, and then Real Madrid just squeaking by Olympiacos 4-3.
Yeah.
You know, puts things in perspective because we had a tight game
Also,
with
it's a
Madrid.
weird time of the year, right? Like it's shortly before winter time. Like a couple of the leagues will have like Bundesliga will have winter breaks, and you have now a very congested time of the schedule,
Mhm.
right?
Everyone
So
does though, and that's going to be one of the themes of tonight is how many excuses are we going to make
yeah,
just in general. Bit of a theme yesterday as well, but yeah, I mean everyone has it, and like it's Real Madrid versus Olympiacos. How many excuses are enough to say you
yeah,
just squeaked by on that one?
yeah.
Just like Juve.
You take the wins, right? And at this stage, you take the wins. I even take our win.
No, and we will, but the excuses are still coming
Yeah,
in because
yeah,
everyone knows we should have handled that one a lot better
yeah.
than we did. But just to finish up today, 5-3 PSG over Tottenham. They're picking up a red card as well in the 93rd minutes by Hernandez. No surprise. But look, Colomboani, 2 goals
Yeah.
for what it's worth.
I believe it's first 2 goals.
I hit the second two.
Yeah, yeah.
Richarlison got the first one, and then he got the second and
Yeah.
third.
No, but it is like his first goals for
Oh,
Tottenham,
his
right?
first two. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, and that's going to be another theme is first goals for Juve as well. But just
About damn time, right?
yeah, it is about damn time. So going back to yesterday, Ajax losing to Benfica 2-0. We played Benfica last. We struggle against Portuguese
Yep,
teams, so
we do.
you know maybe that's a struggle.
But Ajax is in bad form as well.
Sure, sure. But again, how many excuses are we going to make? So,
Yeah.
Union Saint Gilloise, the other David, the other Canadian, promised David getting the goal there, 57th minute. I'm surprised with this one as well.
And the other McAllister.
Do they have the other McAllister?
Yeah, the brother of Alexis McAllister, Kevin McAllister, plays at
Oh,
Union Saint
right
Gilloise.
there. Yeah. What do you know? Kevin McAllister. Fuck the shit you know. Um, all right. What else do we have? Obviously, we'll
Yeah,
talk about
Chelsea
Juve.
Barcelona was surprising. Like that was that much of a destruction.
This one, the Dortmund one?
No, sorry.
Or
I said like Chelsea was
oh, the
but
Chelsea one,
I,
sorry.
I I oversaw the Dortmund result as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, when they get this red card, 50th minute. Yeah, I mean, 3 of the goals came after the 50th minute, so that
Yeah.
kind of explained that one. Yeah, Chelsea over Barca 3-0.
Yeah.
I mean, you would have expected that to be at least a bit tighter, but Arujo getting the red at the 44th. Own goal happening in the 27th, right? Like that's
Yeah.
they just did not have a good game
Yeah.
apparently. And then this
And then Chelsea is good enough to like if something bad happens, like they can capitalize. Like
oh yeah.
versus PSG in the Club World Cup final when the first one went in, like they are very quick to capitalize when you open the game up because they have quick wingers. That Esteban, from what I read, was great in that game. I have to rewatch the highlights, but yeah, it seems like he or their wingers punish Barcelona.
Yep. And well, they don't have the best defense out there, we know. And then
Yes.
Arujo being the red card got. Yeah, I mean they had a bad day. So another bad day. Man City losing at home 0-2 to
Yep.
Leverkusen.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah, that Leverkusen team is a dangerous team. Like,
they are.
it hasn't clicked into form yet. It was funny that they fired like Ten Hag. Like, was it 1 or 2 games into the season?
Yeah,
Because he was too toxic in the club. And yeah, after that they stabilized a bit. They're looking for defense first. They're okay in the league. I believe they're second, third, something like that. They're pretty high up, but everybody, yeah, like Bayern is destroying the league currently. But they have a decently good season, and this City team is as well not at its best. Like, it is a good team, and honestly, maybe the only team like behind Arsenal that is okay in the Premier League right now. But yeah,
and
can happen.
Leverkusen is currently in third. Just
Yeah,
set the record straight.
yeah, third. Is Leipzig second? Because you had it open.
Yes, yeah, it's Bayern, Leipzig, Leverkusen, Dortmund.
Yeah.
And then to round it up, Marseille over Newcastle. Also a little bit surprising, just when you look at the wage bill comparison.
Yep.
And then
Dude, Dash won't let you, but the Zerbi has a great season, man.
yeah,
They're 1 or 2 points behind PSG currently, which is honestly for them is very good.
for any team that isn't PSG, it's good. To confirm, yes, they are in second, only 2 points back.
2 points. See, man, I have even though I'm not watching, I have the numbers up here, man.
No, Dave's got it. This is why we keep him around. And then finally, Slavia Prague.
I would have been fired otherwise. I'm not watching football. I'm not watching streams.
You're working
Not
football,
joining
though.
streams, but hey, I have my numbers.
You're just working the second division German soccer, buddy. So.
Hey, we have five wins in a row currently.
Oh, you're gonna make an appearance?
The last time we had 5 Ws in a row was 2001. Like, it's 24 years ago. I wasn't even a fan back then because I was too young to understand football.
That's wild.
That's
Well,
why.
good for you guys.
And yeah, we're creeping up, man. The hope is getting up to get promoted again, but cautiously optimistic.
Yeah, it's a long season. And then yeah, Slavia Prague, Athletic Club 0-0. Not the most interesting game. So let's dive into another. Then Bodø Glimt, Juventus. What an emotional roller coaster this match was.
Yeah.
Man, like, okay, for the record, this was a classic case of a match of two halves for Juventus, anyways, because the first half they did not show up, and I was wondering what in the fuck was going on with Juve. Like, they were completely flaccid. Like, not even the Viagra was getting them hard, kind of idea. Yeah, it was. I mean, it was bad. They let one in the 27th minute and just struggle. Well, let's look at the numbers. I mean, the numbers kind of put things into perspective.
I was wondering when I looked into the stats, it was at halftime, I believe, 60% ball possession for Bodø.
It was roughly like that throughout that 58-42. That was fairly steady. Now XG. Again, I wish we were able to get these stats at the half as well, because this XG all happened in the second half. I think the first half was about a 0.6 or so. So to go from a 0.6 to a 3.44,
yeah,
that means something. That means a lot. And if I remember correctly, Bodø was at about a half. Like, that they were somewhat similar. They were at under 1 each in any case. And then the shots, all these stats, Bodø Glimt was winning in the first half. They had the highlights going in their favor pretty much across the board. You see, at least in the shots department, not in the passing department. Our passing was actually bad, 313, 79%.
Yeah.
That wasn't great. Not great at all. And that actually went down a little bit in the second half because we're sitting at about an 82%.
Like, from the passing passing numbers they have, the ball possession, and also distance covered 130.8 kilometers. Like it seems like they were, or at least like tried to be in control of the game.
No,
Bodø, I mean,
but they
not us.
well, Bodo was in control of the game for the most part, and this is why. Yes, I'm happy that we have the win, but when we look at things, if this was a better team, and that's not to take away anything from Bodo because they did play a great game, and they did manage 2 goals on us. One of them from open play, one was off corner. Either way, they made it happen. But when I go to the facts, we go to the momentum chart here. It was very back and forth, and I would say overall, there's more peaks on the yellow.
50-50 game, man. It's crazy.
It went back and forth. We slugged it out with them.
Yeah.
There, at no point was there any sort of control in this game. Like the first goal, we basically lost momentum after the goal. At least after the second one, we had a bit of a ride for 5 minutes or so before they started coming back at us.
Yeah.
And we started to slug it out. And I mean, they get that late goal in the 86th minute, 87th minute. And it's all them. It's all them at this point. And we just managed to get one. The final minute, just a little blip, a little spark. A little spark right at the end that's just enough to give us the 3 points, like the desperately needed 3 points. This was not comfortable at all. Even when you look at the second half in a vacuum, separating, like just throw away the first half and you just give us the second half where we played well, we still just kind of played okay.
Yeah.
But we were playing Bodø Glimt, and that's why we managed to figure this one out, because it's all respect, it's fucking Bodø Glimt.
Yeah.
This was not a good game, guys. It was exciting.
Yeah.
It was not.
It must have been an exciting watch, though, at least.
The second half certainly was.
Like nerve-wracking, but intense.
Yeah, and from a neutral's perspective, probably enjoyable. Like a fairly decent first half. Bodø Glimt goes in 1-0. And then just that turnaround in the second half. And and this is something we obviously need to talk about, is why was the second half different? And I know, Dave, you weren't there, you didn't sit through it live, but
I'm all yours. I'm all yours. I'm listening.
This is one of the easiest questions to answer this year. This man, our minor, which we've been fucking yelling about. Yes, the kid has talent. He's amazing. But man, if you're there with that other bald ass content creator that jerks off to these minors all the time, chill the fuck out, because this is a perfect example. He completely shat the bed. He's in Europe. He's playing in an area he's never played before in his life. Most of these players have never seen the Arctic. Hands up here if you've been to the fucking Arctic. I'm probably the only one. And I'm not bragging, but like that's how rare it is. Let me know in the chat if you have been. Because Dave, have you been to the Arctic before?
No.
I'm Canadian, so it makes sense that I'm in the Arctic and I work in helicopters, and helicopters go in fucking remote ass areas. That's why I've been to the Arctic. It's because of my work.
Yep.
Nobody just goes. So let's put it into perspective here. The kid had a shit match. Coach put him in from the start. Let's see what happened. It fucking happened. That's fine. Let's move on. Who we put in?
But don't put too much expectations on him, because he had one incredible goal against Inter, was it, right? Like, chill the hell out, man. He's still a kid.
Yeah, we're not throwing him under the bus by any means.
And for God's sake, please stop posting on Juventus fan Instagram edit pages like the goals he scores for Montenegro's under I don't know what, man. It doesn't matter in the context of this Juventus team currently, because he's still, like we were saying with Yildiz, man, like get him slowly into the team. Chiesa was injured, he slowly moved into the team, made the position his own, and then bench Chiesa basically. And same with Adjic, like give him the time. It's not like he will bench Yildiz or whatever, but give him the time to develop and don't put like too much pressure on him immediately.
Listen, perfect game to give him some European exposure. Not upset with the decision to start him. He had a couple good showings. This was above him today. They take him out, as you see, 46th minute at the half. Kenan Yildiz comes in as Dash is coming in. Kenan Yildiz single-handedly changed this game. He created all three. Even if he didn't get the direct assist, he created plus, not even just the three. It's the 3 goals plus the one that was ridiculously taken away from us. The one that Moretti got stolen away from. I mean,
I didn't even hear of that yet.
Oh, I mean, if you didn't catch it, Yildiz absolute. It wasn't like a normal nutmeg. It was like a reverse nutmeg. Like did it backwards.
Ooh, one of those.
Or am I thinking? No, that was fucking Vlahovic on the weekend, wasn't it? I'm thinking the Vlahovic one. No, Yildiz. Oh my god. Yeah. I mean, that's 2 games in a row. As I'm stumbling over my words here, 2 games in a row we got robbed. What I thought a fairly obvious situation. Dash, how's it going, buddy?
It's going. It's going. Finally, the Trinity is back together again. Holy
Good to see you.
smokes. I got
Good to
stuck
see
in
you, man.
traffic. I was so pissed. I was like, fuck.
Oh, that's the
Damn it.
worst. Absolute
Yeah.
worst.
I also wanted to see if Skippy is still around.
No, he hasn't showed up.
Oh,
Hasn't been around.
I bet she's probably escorting Tudor back.
It only takes 10 hours.
I know.
Oh boy. Well, we were just trashing miners there just before he came in. I'm sorry you missed that.
It's all right. It's I don't think it's anything good. I mean, again, I think Adzic is absolutely buns and only has 1 good goal this season and does not deserve starting minutes. But that's not, that's just me saying that.
It's,
I don't know.
Okay, well, put it into perspective in the fact that Kenan has played a shit ton of minutes.
Yep.
And it's a congested schedule at the moment. This is one of the busiest times of the schedule. So cool. Yeah, give him the shot. I'm not upset that Adjic got the shot, but
I am a little bit.
But you have to look at the fact that Spalletti, he realized 45 minutes. Okay, buddy, like you had your chance.
If you get look. If you get subbed at the 46th minute against Bodø Glimt, I'm sorry, but your ass.
Yeah, he's also only
for the game though.
I think in general he's been buns.
He's been okay. He's got a lot of physicality, which
but like for example, for him to like dictate corners off players, like dog, you only had 1 great game against Inter, and that was only like a 5-minute cameo.
So what I'm hoping is that this is a learning experience, because it should be. I mean, at this stage in his career, he needs to learn from these situations. So again, from a wider perspective, he was given 5 or 45 solid starting minutes. Okay, now you know what it's like to start.
I agree with Dave, honestly. I think that, look, like you said, this is a time of the season or of the year where you have a very congested schedule. International breaks are done, and now you will play like almost until Christmas. So the schedule will be packed now, or is packed currently. So you have to rotate. You have to use your pieces. And I don't look, we always cry about talents and buying cheap midfielders and offensive outlets and all of that. While we have them in the squad, I know like they need a lot of development and they're very young. And I count Miretti into that, but Ajic is, of course, like has way less minutes. Miretti has a couple of years under his belt though. But these are the games where, in my opinion, they need to play. I know, like it's the Champions League, and the magnitude of the game is big, but you have to give them these minutes against the Bodo Glimt, which you should, of course, like win easier. But like Bones said, like it is a very difficult to be team, and half this team is playing for the Norwegian national team.
I
So
think
they're a difficult opponent, but yet you have to implement those players. And honestly, I'd rather have Ajic early in the game and then sub him out than sub him into the game at halftime while we are chasing the game.
I
So
think
I think this was the better way. And he needs the minutes anyway.
for me, I think we should have launched Zagrova from start. Because I've seen the international break. He played with Kosovo. He played both games fully. Like I think again, if we're bitching
Maybe
about
that's
Yildiz,
Dash.
if we're complaining about, like, for example, Yildiz being the only person that's creating right now, you need to get Zagrova into the mix because then you have a two-pronged approach. Because go ahead.
No, it makes me wonder. He came in the 83rd, right? Sure, he played 2 full games. Maybe that was the problem. Is there still
Exactly.
something?
That's what I'm saying. Like he wasn't playing for us. He played maximum like Joker minutes at the end of the game, or garbage time minutes, and that's it. And then he played, like you said, like 2 full 90s, I believe, and it was for Kosovo still to get into the playoffs, right? So it was
Yeah,
meaningful games as well.
and it was against Switzerland, and I thought he did well
Yeah,
against Switzerland there.
and they were high intensity games when he was out for almost a month, I believe, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, and I was
So
watching those games, and I was watching it because I was curious to what the issue is with him launching for us, and I saw him play those 2 games, and I'm kind of like,
I think we just don't want to risk it. While
Yeah, there's more
Kosovo,
pragmatism. Because
yeah.
Kosovo, they don't care. They're gonna throw him at it because I mean he's gonna if he gets injured, then okay, we'll see you in a couple months. Whatever, no big deal. Go recover because
He,
Juve's paying you.
he'll be fit for the World Cup if he doesn't have a catastrophic like injury.
Yeah.
yeah, I
Like
So
mean, they need him fit for
if they
March
happen to
before
qualify,
that,
of
but,
course. If they
um,
happen to qualify.
look, and for me, I think he's a big piece to the equation because I think Conceição is just kind of like, like I haven't
he's
seen
good.
him progress at all. If
No, he's just
anything,
we've said that though.
Conceição, no, but Conceição on the international level is more proven, and I expect more from Conceição so
no,
than
I understand
I
that.
know Shego was an incredible talent and very flashy and everything, but I just think like Conceição is the more sure bet.
He's got more street cred, but he hasn't been good at all this season. If anything, the only thing I've seen improve out of Conceição is his diving ability. Like
Well,
That's stayed steady as well.
like, I don't know. Like, for me, I just look at it. Well, again, I'm just saying because we invested 42 to 45 mil in Conceição, and we were debating over the summer if we should have gotten Jadon Sancho over him. And it's like I look at it and I'm looking at the production value out of Conceição, and I'm like, there's nothing there.
Well, let's look at the bigger picture of the attack because the only person clearly that can allow our offense to do anything, we're going back to Kenan Yildiz again, right? Because Jonathan David and Lewis Openda just got their first fucking goals. Lewis Openda hasn't scored in almost a year for club and country. So Pico's actually been doing. I mean, we look at Vlahovic on 3 goals, and we're like, he's been playing all right. Our offense sucks.
So here's the thing. It's 2 levels to this one in regards to that. I don't think our offense sucks schematically because I don't think there's been a game that we've been under 1.5 expected goals.
We're creating shots.
We are creating like crazy right now, especially this last one, 3.5. When's the last time we've sat there and watched a Juve game at 3.5? Understand Bodø Glimt, we get it, right?
Yeah, we've been creeping up there.
Offensively, I don't think I've seen a Spalletti game under 1.5.
Yeah, since
which
Spalletti.
At Tudor, if we pull up the numbers for Tudor, 0.3.
Oh yeah.
0.4.
Oh, it was bad, really bad.
0.2. Yep. We're right now, and this is why I'm not concerned at all, is because I think, look, there's no way you're going to go a full season with Openda, David, and Dusan not scoring. With the opportunities that are being presented right now, unless we somehow just have 3 of the shittiest strikers you have ever seen, I don't believe that you go the entire season without them turning either one of them at least turning it around. If Spalletti is able to maintain this offensive productivity, which was one of the reasons why I was a little bit more warm to him coming in versus some of the other alternatives, because I think you've already seen it take effect as far as how the team is playing offensively. Like, for example, what was the biggest thing we bitched about Tudor? No adjustments. We start the Bodø Glimt game.
No offensive scheme whatsoever.
No scheme whatsoever. We started Bodø Glimt slow. Halftime, team switched. Spalletti switched the team entirely. He got them going. So for me right now, and I know, like, for example, you have the Primos of the world that wanted Palladino and whatnot.
He gone.
Look, I know he gone, and he's not doing too hot at Atalanta. But anyways, besides the point, I think, again, this team is at that point where you need a crass, experienced coach to grab them by the balls. And I think that's what Spalletti has done. And they're buying into it. I think Spalletti is limited in the aspect of what these guys are capable of doing. Because I think offensively right now, I'm not counting the strikers, but I'm looking at the wingers. The only complete winger / offensive midfield player is going to be Yildiz. I'm going to throw in Moretti in there as well. And Zirgrova on one adductor right now. Those are going to be your three creative players. I don't see anything in Conceição besides sprinting. I don't know why he hasn't stepped his game up, in my opinion, but maybe he will. So
he's a one-trick pony. That's the thing. Like, if he's allowed to do what he wants, like, he can do that. But otherwise, he's a one-trick pony with his cut-ins, right? Like, he doesn't have like multiple ways to break a defense down. It's always cut in and shoot, and it depends on whether the opponent lets him do it or not.
Transfer value aside, it's a decent tool to have in your toolbox.
He's great as a stretch player, as a sub.
Yeah, I think when Zagrova does become healthy, that Zagrova gets the starting minutes over him.
He should.
Will probably happen. Yeah. Or even Openda, for that matter, right? He can play as a winger. We're allegedly going to a 4-3-3, right? So things will evolve. And I mean, if it is a 4-3-3, probably means that Chico will get some pretty solid minutes regardless.
I'm hoping at some point that Moretti takes that center midfield position away from Locatelli, just because we saw this game against Bodø Glimt where Moretti's able to make that incisive pass. He's able to push the ball forward
and run forward
and move forward with it. And I think, again, that's what you need for the midfield, because I strongly believe that you need to have, for example, Moretti flanked by two physical midfielders. I think that's going to be one of the main equations. And I'm just waiting for that switch to happen, because I would, if you were to have Thuram and McKennie flank Moretti, your midfield's fine.
No,
because
I'm sorry, but it's not
better than what we are currently right now. I'm sorry.
It's not enough ball playing for me, and I don't trust Moretti yet that much to do all of that himself.
I understand that, but Locatelli has had 4 years of film and he hasn't done it yet.
I know.
That's what I'm saying. Like, right now, I'm willing to do it, because, like, for example, if you look at like Milan's midfield, it's Modric, and then he's flanked by Rabiot, and then
but it's got the Modric.
I understand. I understand that. No, I know, but here, play with me here for a little bit.
No, I know what to play.
Entertain me.
Okay.
So you have Modric, who is going to be your main passer, your main ball facilitator, and then he's flanked by two physical midfielders in Rabiot and Fofana that, again, are the ones that take the defensive duties and, again, just the physical specimen. Ideally, if you were able to get Moretti to that point where he can do that, you are going to get more out of your midfield than what you would with Locatelli being that centerpiece. I think Locatelli is just a horizontal player. He can't play the vertical ball, and that is going to be, like I said it, we said it in the last video because it was rumors, but I don't think there's anything there. If Jacko was linked to us from Sunderland, I would trade Locatelli for Jacko in a heartbeat.
He's playing for the Champions League right now with Sunderland, which is
I know. They're in fourth, which is insane.
Dash.
Yeah.
You can't, because think of the
I can't have
Italians.
nice things.
Think of the Italians.
They can fucking go cry me a river with their mediocre ass players.
Look, what my issue is.
It's the league. It's the VGC. No, your guys suck.
No, it's look. I would still rather have Locatelli, Thuram, Miretti. Like that's for me the most balanced midfield we have, because you have the defense of Locatelli, you have the ball carrying of Thuram, and covering some room with that, and you have then Miretti being, or maybe trying to be, that creative outlet, or the 10 or trequartista or whatever you want to call it, right? Because if you have a midfield of Thuram and McKennie, that's for me like, I don't know, you lose some of the defensive balance, but it doesn't give you much more offensively, besides like having two physical players there. But I think the positional play in the midfield will be worse than that. So that's why I still think Locatelli, Thuram, Miretti is better than McKennie, Thuram, Miretti.
I'm just so pissed off. I don't even want to put Locatelli in my mouth right now.
I know, I get that. I get that, but
You're an
yeah.
angry kid, though.
I wouldn't say angry, but I've wanted Regis to play from us for a while, and I'm just so pissed off that we let Sunderland get Xhaka.
We're calling for it for years, but it hasn't happened. It is what it is, man.
I know. It's just, we said, hey, we should get Jorginho. Hey, we should get Xhaka, and we never did. Though I do want to give, again, I've given him credit, but I want to illustrate it more. I thought it's a fantastic job by Spalletti to put Koopmeiners as a left center back right now, because now you at least
I'm so surprised that it's working, man. I'm so surprised.
You want to know why? Because there's less pressure on him, and he has time and space to complete the pass.
And he's a physical player, and he can actually finally use it. And he's not like in some weird position, either too deep in the midfield or too offensively in the midfield. And he has like weirdly a lot of space in front of him, which he can run into, because he has still the vision of an midfielder, but he can do that from a deeper role. Yeah, I'm surprised. Like, I shouldn't be, but I am.
Hey, man, Mom Spalletti. Look, and the thing is we joke about Spalletti a lot, or like we did. And I'm happy he's here, honestly. Like, we were a little bit apprehensive, but like you look at like the finances and you look at how everything is structured, like, honestly, like he is the best person you can get right now. And it is, like, I think, again, the team has turned a corner schematically.
Yep.
I think they have. I think, again, we're like, if you are on Twitter and you're bashing it, I'm sorry, you're just stupid. I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm not even going to sugarcoat it, because this is a sizable difference from the product that we have seen in the last year and a half. And I'm even including in Thiago Motta's Juve as well. Because, and again, this is why you need the Max Allegris, the Luciano Spallettis of the world. If you do not have
Contes.
Yes, the Contes, despite him throwing a temper tantrum, but this is why you have these coaches, to set up foundations and expectations, because these coaches have done more and have won more than people on the roster. Versus, when you have other players on the roster that have won more in their playing career right now, and they're not going to listen to a Tudor, they're not going to listen to a Motta. So that's why you need one of these guys, because Locatelli was, a troll when Spalletti was on the way in, but do you see Locatelli posting any stupid shit or any dumb stuff? No, because Spalletti will drop his ass and he knows his job's on the line. And I think that's the other thing that you're noticing from these players too, is that they're playing with a more sense of urgency, which I don't think we've seen that in the last 1.5, 2 seasons.
With like focused urgency, because admittedly under Tudor, he did have them running, but just
the green juice,
just not going anywhere.
They were just running for running's sake. And then look, what my issue was with Tudor, like he was screaming at the players, but for what? Like, what? Modern footballers are looking at the coach or at somebody that demands something from them. They're looking at them like, what have you accomplished? And Tudor like didn't accomplish anything as a
No.
coach. Like he was fired in every station he was, if I remember correctly. Or did he went away
Fired or
from
left?
Marseille, or
Yeah.
was he
Yeah,
fired?
had an agreement to leave. Yeah.
Yeah. And the Spalletti, you can't joke around with him.
No.
Like Dash said, like he will drop. Yes, he is one of those the statesmen that has been accomplished. So he actually has the power, and you have to take him seriously as an authority.
Exactly. And
Which honestly, I'd like that, and I know I would have rather gotten a Paladino as well, because then you can start an actual project. But my like that would be my A plus option, but the A option is a Spalletti that can set a foundation. Now the other issues, you have to improve the team. But Spalletti is, as a coach, good enough, has an idea of an
how he wants to
offensive
play.
idea of football, on how to set up a team and how to work on it schematically. So now you have to, like, however long he stays, like, you have to get the foundation right now. And you
Yeah,
have to listen to him.
and I think again, this is where now I think Spalletti has done what he needs to do. Now it's on Kumoli. Now it does. It falls on Kumoli and whoever the technical director is going to be.
It's
Because
gonna be very tame, though. We have to remember financial fair play is
no,
God's
I understand, right? But like for example, I'm a little bit pissed off at Kumoli for purchasing players and things that like Tudor, like not Tudor wanted, but Tudor-esque in a sense, only to find out that Tudor never even participated in transfer meetings. How the fuck are you going to be a coach, or how the hell are you going to request a long-term contract when you're not sitting in transfer meetings?
Well, it just goes to show that Kamoli was basically acting on his own accord, which, I mean, in a sense, he still is, because where's our sporting director? We keep on being, well, last week we were told that it was soon.
I just don't think they can find a candidate that wants to take this project. I think that's why the
Fellini's
issue is.
apparently, I don't know. You know what? They throw names at us and it means nothing.
But again, like it's just for me. No, like if you're Tudor and you're like, oh, I want an extension, I want this, but then you don't participate in transfer meetings, or you don't find a way to get into it. That to me is a little bit. It makes no sense to this, right? Because it's like he didn't participate in the meetings. Like I don't know, because like for example, it's kind of conflicting reports now, because remember with Conceição, Tudor was impressed by him and Tudor wants him to stay and wants Juve to find a solution. And then
Yeah,
it's
but
like we
I think
find out a
that's
week.
only like an opinion. I don't think he had
No,
that
I
to say.
I
Like,
understand,
was his opinion to the
but I'm
man.
saying, like for example, Tudor didn't want to participate in transfer operations or transfer dealings. So like, what is it? Right? And again, I'm still kind of concerned the fact that he didn't participate in those meetings, because you extended him for a year, another 2 years, and he's not in those? I mean, again, I hope that Spalletti gets himself into those meetings, because I think he would need to. And I think Spalletti is a phenomenal choice to pick for that, because say what you want about, yes, his performance with the Italian national team was not the best, but I still think that crop of Italian players was ass. I'm not going to change my mind on that. But because Spalletti was having access to that, he's effectively gained knowledge into the talent pools in Italy, the youth sectors of Italy, and all of that by being the national team head coach. So that effective,
What sectors in Italy? The ones that don't have talent?
yeah, right, the ones that don't have talent. But again, I think his career, he has shown that he has set up Roma, he set up Inter, he set up Napoli. The fact that he's been able to set the stage for those 3 teams is more than enough that you need to
But
know
then
about.
people keep forgetting his Zenit St. Petersburg team was actually like
Pretty
okay
good.
as well. It was that Hulk team, and I forgot all the other players, but they were like decently
They were
decently
perennial champions of the
competitive
qualifiers. They had one of the toughest routes
Yeah.
to qualification for the Champions League. It's not like us, automatic. They had to go through the qualifiers. He consistently brought them into the Champions League. Spalletti is a coach that can consistently get you top 4 and squeeze things out of players that you wouldn't expect him to squeeze out of. Is it like, for example, is he the guy that's going to take you to the big one, to the dance consistently? No, I don't think so. However, he can get it set to where you can get a Zidane, you can get a luxury coach to take over and take that team over the hump. That is what Spalletti does very, very well. And within 2 or 3 seasons, he can build this team to get to that point. And then again, you can take that sexy name coach to get you over the top if he's not able to do it. Though again, I think he's shown that capability with Napoli to get them over the top. I'm kind of curious, had he have stayed, but he chose not to, what he would have done. But again, I think for me, you have a 3-year cycle with Spalletti, best case scenario. This is your first season where you start from the ground up. The second season is, I think, where you either compete or you win. And then the third season, you see if he can maintain that level of stability and success. Because I think right now, offensively, we're far ahead than what I was anticipating us to be. And again, and this is without your offensive players firing on full cylinders. Yeah, we don't have an Osimhen, we don't have a Kvara, but we have so much depth in that top front three where you can hit teams with so many packages, they won't know how to contain you if everyone is healthy and correct.
That may be a somewhat of a problem, though. Look, I think all of our offensive players are good enough to start, honestly. Like talent-wise. Conceição and Shegrova on the right side, good enough to start. Openda, if Yildiz wouldn't be the lock on the left side, would be a perennial starter because, in my opinion, he had a bad season last season, and now he needed some time to get into our team. And I think like he will not be great immediately, but I think he's a very good talent. So he needs some time as well. But all of those pieces, and then David and Vlahovic, like many like they're not trash. Like even Vlahovic is not trash. They're, I don't know, same-ish. But they're good enough to be starters on whatever team. So I think the pieces are good enough, and I think it needs now the chemistry. And what may be the problem, though, is that we don't have a specific locked 3 that is starting game in, game out, so they don't build that actual chemistry with each other, I know you can practice all of them together, but like playing time is the most important time to grow chemistry. Like, so the natural movements of the players, and you understand where they are on the pitch to play off of that.
Yes.
And you want like somewhat of a free-flowing offense, and you get that only if they build like some chemistry with each other. Because that's when you get a bit more unpredictable, when the players know where they're moving.
Yeah, so I agree with you on that aspect of it. But for right now, I think it's good right now because with Spalletti being kind of anal on things, there's a huge sense of competition for those front 3 spots.
Yep.
So right now, you can raise the quality of that offensive office right now, that back room,
Yep.
where I'm fine with everyone being starting caliber, because now it's going to separate who is here to win that job and who's going to be the perennial backup. The reason why I say that's good, because now you've effectively given yourself resale value on players. Because I don't think you're going to keep David, Openda, Yildiz, Zigrova, Conceição. Fuck it, I'll throw an Adzich in there for shits and giggles. I don't think you're going to keep all 6 of them. It's not going to happen. You're going to keep maybe 4 of that entire offense. Out of that entire office, you're going to keep 4 pieces, which means with them all competing with each other to get to that starting caliber or to win minutes, you've effectively raised their transfer value and resale ability, which this team has not been able to do for a very, very long time.
Yeah, but the problem on the other hand is like the not enough eyeballs on Serie A currently. And
that's why they got to cook Bodø Glimt so they can get on YouTube. It's honestly it's the truth. Like there's nothing else you can do about it right now. It's Bones. I will come over there and hit you with so many packages that J-Car will be jealous.
Oh yeah, where are you, J-Car? Hopefully he does get jealous. I love it. I love it when the boys in the chat get all frisky with each other. We're getting frisky on the weekend. I liked it.
Oh yeah.
They even played with each other afterwards in the Discord.
No, we play with each other all the time.
Oh boy. So there are a couple more things I did want to touch on before we head out here for the evening. That is sure to rile some people up. And this is to move on. Unless you guys have any last remarks here about the Bodø Glimt game.
Nope.
Okay, because this one's kind of fucked in my opinion. And if you have not heard yet, everyone's favorite footballer, Cristiano Ronaldo, is above the law. And I'm not talking about RAP charges in the US. I am talking about not serving a 3-match suspension, having it delayed so he can play the opening matches in the World Cup.
Yeah, because they're going to rig it for him to win it.
Well, Messi got it, so I mean Ronaldo has to get it. But I mean, is this not insane?
Wait, German Dave, your microphone. Something happened to your cord. You're just like
yeah, you're not coming through. But
yeah, you're not coming through anymore.
Just to recap, Ronaldo in his last international game with Portugal picks up a red card, basically throwing elbows, intentional. It was bad, so they gave him a 3-match ban. And well, that would obviously mean the next 2 matches in the World Cup opening stages because Portugal goes through.
That's funny. They're like, yeah, no, FIFA World Cup and qualifying are 2 totally different things.
Oh well, no, they're basically just delaying that for a year. So next summer, or I guess winter, whatever, when there none of these international matches matter whatsoever, and he's going to be 41, then yeah, he can serve them then.
Yeah,
Dave, you're still fucked.
Wait, go ahead.
Talk to me, baby.
I'm trying, honey. I don't know.
Something just like muffled you. I don't know why.
You're underwater, man.
Yeah, it's like you're underwater.
It was working.
Did your mic settings change on StreamYard?
Unfuck yourself, babe. Jeez.
All right. I disagree with this comment. So he says, problem is we have no plan. We get 2 strikers up top of Vlahovic, and you would think that we would play 2 up front. No, it's still 1 striker and wingers. If we want to play 4 at the back, we have no centers. So center backs. Okay. So it's a personnel thing. There's 2 things. It's a personnel thing. Also, you have to understand that at the end of the season, Dusan is not going to be a Juventus player. So you're going to have to account for that. So that's why they're playing with only 1 striker on the pitch. If they were to have, again, to play an up top 2, you need to have 4 strikers on your team, generally speaking. The other thing about that is if you play with 2 at the top, you essentially neglect your wingers, which you have that's your biggest position of depth right now. Especially, throwing in that Openda plays left wing too. You've nearly got 3 wingers per position. And also, yeah, I can see the back 4. We don't have a center back. But again, it really depends on if Koopmeyers becomes that left center back, then you've effectively gotten yourself another center back, which I think he's going to do. But I don't see us playing an up top 2 system. And we do have an identity of play. Spalletti does a lot of isolation play where he stretches the ball out wide and puts wingers in one-on-one situations where the winger beats the fullback, crashes into the center back, which then opens up space for the striker. Where the striker needs to finish, because this is kind of where what I've seen is what Napoli under Spalletti played like. There is some personnel that need to be better, however, but Kvara would always tackle or would take on the fullback, which then the center back would have to compensate to cover. That would open up space, and then Kvara to Osimhen for a tap in or for a strike. Or again, the central midfielder would then come in and poke it in, whether it be Zielinski or Lobotka or whoever. So I see that in a similar essence to what we were playing. And like, for example, Moretti kind of executed that role where he would crash into the box. But I do see a style of play, and it's very similar to the title-winning Napoli. Am I saying that we're good like that Napoli team? No, I don't think so. But I'm seeing the signs of us doing it, despite the fact that we're playing a 3-4-2-1. Ideally, I think we're going to switch to the 4-3-3. I think it's just more so Spalletti needs time to get his ducks in a row, because you've only had about 5 games under your belt right now in a compressed time frame. So I think you're going to really start seeing the transition or the shift in February or March. And that's where it should be more noticeable.
Well, yeah, I would have to agree with that as well. We did last. No, Dave's still here. He's just in the background trying to unfuck himself. But yes, I'm finding out more, actually. I just did a bit more research on the Ronaldo thing, and this is what I find particularly interesting. So, we'll just use Irish propaganda here, because I mean they sum it up pretty all right.
It's the most funniest page ever.
Yeah, just straight to the point. Ronaldo assaults Dara O'Shea, gets rightfully sent off, 3-match ban and missing World Cup matches, meets U.S. President Donald Trump, takes selfie in White House with FIFA President Gianni Infantino. 3-match ban suddenly becomes a 1-match ban.
Oh my God. Messi was given a World Cup. I don't want to hear this right now.
It's still, I mean, it is bullshit. We called out Messi and that being bullshit. This is just as bullshit.
This is just as bullshit. I'm telling you guys, there is no way that FIFA lets Ronaldo retire without a World Cup.
Portugal, okay. Everyone put money on Portugal.
They're like, what? Not even plus. They're plus 1,000. Like, they've got one of the best odds. Like, I'm sorry, folks, unless like some crazy thing happens, there is no way that they do not try to set it up for Portugal to win the whole damn thing. That is literally the only trophy he has not won.
Oh man, is Ronaldo on the Epstein files?
He's there with Messi.
Something like that's going on. It's just way too fishy. It's bullshit. I don't like it.
I don't see a future where Ronaldo doesn't win it. They're going to do something to help him win it, and I don't know. I don't think so, because, like, for example, if anything, like, you guys have seen, like, everyone's like, Spain's gonna go for him. Like, have you not seen how stupid Yamal has made himself look this year?
He'll be gifted a World Cup in 10 years. Dave, we got you back?
I don't think Yamal is gonna have a career in 10 years.
Dave, speak to me, baby.
No,
man,
he is muted.
He's just another pretty face.
Because, like, I saw that Barcelona-Chelsea game, too, and I just saw Yamal just get absolutely bodied. And I think that was his first Premier League team he's played.
Well, he still has quite a bit of growing up to go. Like, he's got the technical skill, right? How did I message myself through Twitch?
You just commented it on there, and then it just,
No. What? What? And on a kick. Oh boy, are we getting hacked?
No. Did you type that?
No, I didn't.
No, German Dave did.
Oh, he's just going into all of them. He's fucking with us. Oh man.
Hey, go ahead, Jeff. Clip them. I've been right every single time.
Yeah, clip them all.
Clip them all.
I think he's here for it too, though, right?
I know, absolutely. No, because it was just like, again, he was just like, oh man, I'm gonna go and rock Real Madrid. Congratulations, you threw a goose egg against them. And then it's like, oh yeah, I could easily score in the Premier League. Gets bodied by Chelsea. Like, good Lord, man. Yamal, to me, I don't even think he'll have a career in 10 years. That dude is way too busy piping Argentinian girls.
He's the next Neymar, perhaps.
That dude's libido is insane. It's like he
Neymar's or
finally,
Yamal's?
Yamal. I think Yamal finally discovered what porn is or something like that, and has just been nonstop just beating it.
Oh, he's at that age. Remember when you were like 18?
Yeah.
It was bad. It was really bad.
We need new socks.
Oh man. Yeah. Wild back then. Okay. Well, I think we did lose Dave. That's fine. We're kind of at that
Really?
hour mark.
Doll, are Argentinians really the best? Is that are they the best Latinos? Are
Yeah,
they?
I don't know. That usually goes to Brazilians, I think. Are we
Colombians?
talking about? We are talking about girls, right?
Yeah, well, Latinos,
Yeah.
Dave, not
Yeah,
Latinos.
yeah. No, I'm just making sure. We're just not talking about people from that country in general. We're talking specifically their ladies. So I don't know, but
Really? He says by far.
I don't have enough. I don't think I have enough experience in that.
I haven't either. I unfortunately, mate, I ain't got the facilities for that big man.
You had one Colombian and it all went to shit. Oh my lord. Oh
Yeah.
fuck.
He's like, depends on what you want. The blonde ones with the assets. I'm into blondes at the moment. Oh god, Doll's going through his Barbie phase.
Yeah, maybe,
You know,
he's into
hey,
the
man,
bimbos.
Doll's got a quote, man. If it ain't snowing, I ain't going.
Yeah, like how X was just full of snow pictures yesterday. Like Europeans, I've never seen them before.
That's funny as hell. No, my cousin's in Venice, and she like sent me pictures of it like full of snow. She's like, "Hey, it's snowing," and I'm like, "Yeah, I live in Michigan. It's like every Tuesday."
Yeah, it's like, do you want me to show you outside? Actually, it's been raining. It's not. There's no snow. It's just been raining.
We've had like this like heavy wind and shit like that. Marco, congrats on the victory. As a crazy game split, he must have gave them shit after the halftime. I think he gave them Fent or something.
They gave him Yildiz.
They gave him Yildiz. Ranked for me is Argentinians, Uruguayans, and Brazilians. I've never seen Uruguayans. I'm used to Suarez whenever I hear that, so I'm just used to him biting. Are they biters?
Ooh. Well, we know at least one of them is.
Latina snow bunnies.
Ooh, baby.
You want some Latino snow bunnies? Ask this guy. Jeff's got the plug. He's in Florida. That's where they all go.
Fuck yeah.
You know, Jeff speaks Spanish just for that specific reason.
Or at least pretends to.
Yeah. Jeff poses as a real estate agent just to pipe him down.
Oh man. Yeah, this sucks that we don't have Dave. This was one more, and this is where I wanted Dave. This is
I know, right? It's just when I'm about to tell the Frankfurt story.
He's back.
I'm back.
All right. On that news, we're gonna piss people off and talk F1 a little bit.
Yeah, man.
This happened this afternoon.
Fucking surprising.
Adrian UEST principal. Holy fuck.
That is crazy. Do you remember when everybody said like a couple of months ago, oh, he's just going to Aston Martin to work like not even full time and chill out, and now he's the goddamn team principal from next season on?
Fucking in charge. You think he's gonna fire Stroll finally? You think Daddy Stroll let little Stroll get fired?
No, I think that's where Newey would cross the line. I don't think he has that power.
You know what's good though, at the very least, is that Fernando Alonso has somebody in his age group at least to converse with in the team.
Finally, man. No, but I genuinely think this is because we had this week starting on new rumors that Christian Horner would be the new team principal or CEO of the Aston Martin Formula One team.
I was watching that shit yesterday, and then this.
And Newey and Horner hate each other from how that Red Bull like story ended with them. So I think this was genuinely like something they have done to just don't get those rumors swirling anymore. So that I guess it's time for the Ferrari team principal role opening again.
Fred
They'll
Visser is
get-
a really
they'll-
nice
they'll-
guy.
They'll get
Uh,
they'll get hornier over there.
No, Hamilton basically came out and said no. Like, that guy's toxic. We're not taking him.
Bro, you haven't won a championship in years, dude. Like,
Dude, he's a
especially this
he's a
season.
fucking record holder. If he's not allowed to say anything, who is?
I'm just
Well,
waiting for.
Apparently, Daddy Elkin said he should drive and stop talking,
Yeah, and you know what? Hamilton and Leclerc said "fuck you."
and they still played like, and they still drove like shit.
It's not like he will fire his golden child and the golden goose.
Oh, I mean, his golden child, he should fire their entire mechanic staff because the
Oh,
golden
by the
child
way,
had to
the
restart the
rumor
car.
is that Leclerc is very heavily linked with Aston Martin for 2027.
Dal's got a good question. This is a good one, maybe to close up with, because it's funny and he's not here to
What
defend
is
himself.
Primo's fetish with Italian players?
Hey, you gotta ask him, man.
You gotta ask Primo.
Well, I think I can generalize, perhaps. So,
I can give you the unofficial opinion after Dave.
all right, let's see how close we are to each other. So,
All right.
the loudest, most proud Italians aren't Italians, they're American. Specifically, Americans that live in the northeast of the country. Now, Detroit's, pushing the northeast. We're not talking the Jersey Shore. But I kid you not, the biggest corn dogs over Italian talent is Italian American. You go to Italy, and they care about the national team, but they probably care more about Ferrari, for instance, than watching fucking Scalvini trip over a ball again. Because, let's be honest, if they're going to watch a shit show, they're going to watch the beautiful shit show of Ferrari and not the fucking Gattuso version of whatever the fucking national team is right now.
Dude, Gattuso is such a fraud, man. Calling out the poor African teams?
That's not the first time he's done that.
He doesn't like black people.
He hates the AFCON.
Dude, concentrate on yourself, man. Poor
Yeah,
African
well-
teams. What they done to you?
He's always had a
Being
hate on.
black to him, that's it.
Yeah.
Dude,
Never.
there are goddamn how many teams? 48 teams in the World Cup. It's 16 more teams. Just qualify. Shut the hell up. That there are a couple of more African teams,
You're
bro.
playing against Northern Ireland in the qualifiers. How the fuck do you like? That's easy.
Dude,
But the good
swear.
thing is you can put an elbow through a fucking Irishman and you're not going to get a red card for it.
That is very true.
Dude,
See, your
if
take was
Italy
nicer than
happens,
mine,
if Italy happens to play Bosnia, they're done. Because
though.
Bosnia's that's on that side of the tree, and dude, that Bosnian team they will fight like tooth and nail, man.
I know, but I want to see the Italians erupt in disappointment when he loses.
Dude, that would be
Yeah,
great.
you see, Canadian Dave, his answer was better. I was just going to say Primo's the second coming of Benito Mussolini and just wants Italians.
Well, okay, so this makes sense because Dal and Primo were going at it fairly hard on yesterday's live. Yeah, listen, Primo and his sentiments, generally speaking, I don't necessarily disagree with the sentiment of having an Italian core, an Italian team. And I agree with that in the sense that when you grow up with this certain culture, that it means a lot more, and wearing that shirt means a lot more. So having like people that understand that culture of Juventus in this particular situation. I mean, we can talk about any sports, right? Like if somebody grew up in Philadelphia and then he plays for the Eagles, does he not have that like hometown connection?
Please don't mention the Eagles to me.
I'm mentioning the Eagles on purpose. Well, but that does mean something, right?
But we lost to the Cowboys, though. So
Hey, at least we stopped your tush push like 4 times in a row.
still won.
The tush push is real.
Yeah, because you guys had 15-mile-per-hour crosswinds and we couldn't fucking kick field
Oh,
goal.
here's the excuse. It's just like it was snowing yesterday and we had to play on turf.
Maybe you should play more in open stadiums.
I wasn't making an excuse. I was just saying, like,
A nice suit you're wearing there, though, bud.
I know. Thank you.
Or get a quarterback with bigger hands.
At least we have someone that can throw the ball.
Hey, I'm still winning though. And if need be, he throws it in the Super Bowl if we get there.
You mean winning by using Saquon? Because whatever. I'm done.
Don't get so bad, man. I haven't even been. I know shit happened this week in the NFL, but I just have not kept on top of things.
The Eagles lost after leading 21-0 against the Cowboys.
Yeah, that was enough for me. Yeah, but I'm still pissed
But-
off the Vikings.
But how damn
JJ
crazy is it?
McCarthy.
We win every single damn close game, but the ones where we need like 17-3, 21-0, like what other we lost 3 games. I forgot the first loss. Like those are the games we lose where we destroy them in the first half. But we win the close ones, man. I hate that. It's nerve-wracking.
I'm kind of curious. I want to look at something. Best players in Serie A history.
Best players in history. Oh, in Serie A history in
You
particular.
want to look into how many of them were Italian?
Because there's definitely a few French.
What do I do? Like, for example, should I do Ballon d'Or players out of Serie A? Maybe that's the comp. Because you can't just say best players in Serie A history. Because
it's very subjective.
Yeah, it's subjective.
But yeah, I mean, you have Ronaldo's Brazilian and Portuguese. You have Zidane, Platini. Like you have a few French guys in there.
So I go to one football.
Yeah, Maradona, of course.
See.
Okay, so yeah, so far you have like the same names I've been throwing out.
This list is ass. See if I can do Serie A footballer of the year.
Ask AI. It's never wrong.
So Zanetti was Argentinian.
So in 2024, best Serie A player, Lautaro Martinez, Argentinian. 2023, Osimhen from Nigeria. 2022,
but the Africans, I mean,
Leao, Portugal. 21, Lukaku, Belgium. 20 in 2019, Ronaldo, Portugal. Icardi in 2018. The last time an Italian player won Serie A Player of the Year was Buffon in 2017, Bonucci in 2016.
Which was like massive years for Juve.
Yep. And then it was Carlos Tevez who won it in 15. And then Pirlo won it 3 years in a row from 2012 to 2014. Then it goes to Zlatan in 2011, Diego Milito at 2010, and then 2008 to 2009, Zlatan again. 2007, Kaká. And then you have
so like Sweden's on the list 3 times.
Yeah, and then you have Cannavaro in 2006, and then Gilardino in 2005. So you had 2 Italians back to back there, and then you had Kaká in 2004, Totti in 2003, tied with Nedved, and you had Trezeguet, Zidane, Totti, Vieri, and then Ronaldo, and then Mancini. So from 1997 to 2024, you had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 winners in almost 30 years. That's less than 50%.
And a lot of those years, those 2000 years is, and the 90s for that matter, 90s, 2000s, that is when Italy was at its pinnacle.
And here's where it gets interesting, right? So from 2018 till now, you have not had a single Italian player.
Because this is when we have been at our worst in recent history. It correlates. I know it's kind of just scratching the surface, and you can really dive into this, but just as a bit of a snapshot, it's relatable. It's directly relatable with how good the league has been, and then how many Italians have been getting the man of the year.
Another fun stat. Like the last Ballon d'Or winner from Serie A was Kaká in 2007, Brazilian. Yep. Before that was Cannavaro, 2006. Okay, Italian. Then we had Shevchenko, Ukrainian, 2004. Nedved, Czech, 2003. And then I have to go to the to the
And
next
then-
page. Then we have Zidane, 98. That's Juve. Then we have Ronaldo, Brazilian, 97. Then we have again Roberto Baggio, 93. Marco van Basten, Milan, 92. Like even the Ballon d'Or winners. Sorry, again, for Van Basten and Van Basten in 89, 88.
Ruud Gilt in 87.
Yeah.
Platini, who
And
won
we
it
had-
3 years.
And there was one Matthäus at Inter, German. So yeah.
Dude, Lothar Matthäus was the most insane player ever. I remember
He was crazy.
doing a player profile on him. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. That was insane. He
he-
was the center
I
back that
think-
played striker.
Yes, I think he's legit like the best football player in German history.
I think he's the best all-around player to ever play the
Yeah.
game. He is the
Like
only player that can play
you
multiple
have
positions.
like you actually have to look into highlight videos. I know they will be bad quality and everything, but I think they got upscaled by now. Like he was like
Insane.
incredible.
Like, oh my goodness. If there was a player that I could model my game after, it would be Lothar Matthäus. Like
I mean,
the
dude,
stuff
the-
that he did
the
was ahead of his
vision he
time.
the vision he had was incredible, and he played like he was a defensive midfielder, but he was also able
Center
he
back
played,
and a
he
striker.
played
Like, he
center
played
back.
everything.
With that vision was crazy. Offensive midfielder, dude. He read every
If he
like,
were playing, if his
every
prime,
phase of the field, like he was good at.
if he was in his prime right now, he would be Pep Guardiola's favorite player.
I swear, yeah.
Like, he would probably be back-to-back Ballon d'Or
Yeah.
winner.
Yeah.
Like, Lothar is something else. But kind of getting back to it, where shit Juve equals shit Italy. It's not the other way around, because it's true, because generally Juve would have the better Italian players.
No,
And
but the crop of Italians is not good anymore. You can't say that about any team. Like the players that are good currently just leave. Like, sorry, let us go through the Italian national team.
let me pull it up real
Do
quick.
we have to? It's gonna remind us about how bad the
We're
team
petty.
is.
I would say someone started this. Donnarumma, Man City, Vicario, Tottenham. Okay, Carnesecchi, Atalanta barely sees game time. Who is Caprile? No, I know we heard of him, but yeah. Then we have Bastoni, Buongiorno, Gabbia, Mancini, Di Marco. Okay, those are play in Italy. Then you have Calafiori, already left Italy. Tonali left Italy. Locatelli, I don't know, maybe sometime will leave Italy. Like
You're
you
just
have a
hoping
lot
he
of them
does.
playing, but Raspadori left. Oh yeah, Retegui is already in Saudi Arabia. Like the good players are leaving Italy, and the crop that stayed here is okay. Like Bastoni, okay, I will not mention Bongiorno next to Bastoni as one of the good players, but yeah. Like
I mean, they're
Bastoni is
okay. They're
one of
not. They're
those
not
that-
horrible.
I think
Exactly, but that's the issue. They're okay.
that's it.
Not as good as Norway.
And by the way, Germany has the same problems as Italy. They're okay. That's the issue currently. We have honestly very, very similar issues to them.
No, look, and this is where, like, for example, yeah, I understand the infrastructure of Italy sucks, and like, oh, it's because Italian teams aren't going to give them starting minutes. If these players are good, they will start in other leagues.
Mhm.
Like, they will start in other leagues if they're good. It's
Like
just
Tonali. I mean, there's an example. Is it
like,
would you consider him the best Italian at the moment, and maybe Donnarumma?
I would say Donnarumma is.
But in terms of an outfield player, I mean,
Of an outfield player, I guess
Tonali?
you could say Tonali's.
and both guys we're talking about are in the Premier League, regardless, right?
Like, I would say probably Tonali, in my opinion. That's abroad. I still think right now your best player is going to be Barella.
Yeah, and Barella needs a shutout.
I think
Out.
Barella's
Yeah,
your
I
best.
think out of those Barellas is
Yeah, I
the
think
best.
Barella's probably your best one.
Because
It's
it's all around good. Like to
'Cause, like,
he is a well-rounded midfielder that
for
can.
for me, Barella could compete for a starting job at, like, for example, Bayern Munich, at your Man City, your Liverpool. Like, he's able to compete for a starting position. I don't think Tonali could.
Who's not a big game joker? I don't think like that's the
It's
big talking point because the whole team is.
well, the reason is because they're playing like the '90s Italians with the stupid bra strap in their hair and acting like a bunch of femboys, but they don't have the skill to back it up. That's Barella's problem. Is that he's always flopping around. Like you might as well put him in the same pot with Isaacson, for instance. We saw the videos there on the Discord from the weekend. Like the guy just flops. And even the commentators, again, this past weekend, are yelling during the game about how embarrassing the Italian game has become with these little brushes to the face and then supposed men rolling around on the ground like little bitches, right? Like, yeah, when you do that against big teams, they're just going to laugh at you and keep on playing. Because in Italy, everyone's like, oh my God, his hair, they messed up his hair. Let's stop the game. Oh my God, this is horrible. You play a German team, they're going to be like, fucking bitch, and then go and score on you.
Yeah.
That's
I don't think that this crop of Italians are good. And I still think, like, for example, and I kind of mentioned this on the last video because, well, we have a good under 17, good under 18. And it's like, that doesn't really mean much because, like, I've kind of had this thing where, like, if you have 18-year-olds that are good, if you have 17-year-olds that are good, they're already playing in your under 23 team. Like, they should already, like, if they are, again, that technically gifted or that good, they're going to be playing in that under 23 team. If you have players that are under 23 years old that are really, really, really good, they would be rotational pieces, if not challenging for starting positions on teams. None of them are there.
And funny enough, because you mentioned Lautaro being the best player currently,
and he doesn't even start for Argentina.
Look at this. I just saw this. Bastoni's down on the ground. Modric is trying to help him out, and Lautaro's is like, "Fuck off, Modric. What do you do? What do you touch my player for?" And it's just like, well, because some people can just be decent human beings. So the best person in Italy is this piece of shit Lautaro that has to have a talking to by Modric on how to be a decent human being.
It's not even like Suave. It's not even about like the 3-5-2. It's just like there's not a creative Italian playmaker on the midfield.
Yeah.
Like there isn't. Like, how many times, like, for example, like registas were easy to find in Italy. Now there's like nothing.
Now there's Locatelli.
Like, apparently Locatelli's a regista, or Tonali. Like, before we used to have deep lying midfielders.
No,
that were creative.
Tonali, to be fair, is a bit better on the ball than not a bit way better on the ball than Locatelli. So,
but like, for example, back then you had, again, middle of the park players that could do that. But now it's just like, striker wise, like, I guess we have Keane and Retegui, but like defenders, like, you can't tell me that Bastoni's a great defender. You can't tell me that Buongiorno's a great defender.
They're modern defenders.
Modern, but not what you need. And the same thing when it comes to tacticians. Like, for example, if you look at like the Italian teams that were successful, you had great tacticians behind it. Lippi, Conte. And yeah, say what you want about Mancini, but Mancini's a decorated coach. I think, unfortunately, Spalletti got left with a shit talent pool. And I can guarantee you that Gattuso is going to be drastically worse.
There's no way he can keep
Gattuso's maybe a worse coach than Tudor.
I'm telling you, that Italy team's not qualifying. I don't think that Italy team's qualifying for the World Cup.
I mean, they do have a chance, but let's say they make it to the World Cup.
This is how bad it is, where my dad was like, I kind of wish Albania played Italy in the qualifiers.
Oh boy.
In the knockout stage. I'm like, are you serious right now? He's like, I'd rather us play them than Poland. I'm like, are you for real?
Dude,
He's like,
that
yeah,
Italy team, you just have to be physical against them. Like you don't even need like high power attack or an intense press or I don't know, win the ball back and counter on them quickly. Like you can just outwork them. Like it's so easy. Like and those like Balkan teams. That's why I said like Bosnia. Like if they happen to meet each other because they're on the same side of their tree, I believe, and they will just outwork them because the Balkan teams are physical, man. I don't think they'll be able to work with that.
yeah. Well, and it's kind of funny because, like, for example, like with Dahl's comment about Fajoli, like Fajoli could have been great, but he's just a soy boy. Like he really is. Like I saw Fajoli having the tangibles when we had more experienced players or senior players on the roster. I could see Fajoli develop into something good, and then when you saw how we have right now, and it's like, no, Fajoli fell off a cliff because there's no one there to kick his ass. You don't
Oh,
have proper elder statesmen to manage this younger generation of Italians. Because right now, your managing generation is a bunch of no one losers.
I don't know. Would
Like
US
what?
MNT easily beat Italy because their tactics both are
that's
just kick the ball and run.
that's where I draw the line, bro. That's where I draw the line. Chill.
Because this is actually kind of funny because Dahl makes the best comment here. It's literally a team of Storaros.
Yeah, yeah, non-blue collar Serraros. There you go.
Like seriously. And again, I'm with Dahl there, where I thought Fajoli was going to be the transitional piece from Pjanic, but it never ended up happening. But look, I can understand where like folks are just kind of like, yeah, the system in Italy sucks. It does, but none of these players are good enough to go abroad. You know what Spain does very, very well with their talent? Their talent goes all over the world for academies and shit, and then they come back to Spain. Dean Huijsen, right? Great example there. Do I think he's elite? No, but again, Huijsen went to an Italian academy. Now he's playing. Like I don't know what else to tell you. I mean, the only reason why England is good is because their league is competitive, so it forces English players to do well. I think if the Premier League wasn't as good as it is, England would go back to the laughing stock that they were. Because
And
before the
also
Premier,
they have big talent pools, man.
yeah,
And
but here's the thing, German Dave. Because remember
yeah.
pre 2015 when like the Premier League wasn't taken as seriously, and most Premier League teams would get out in the round of 16 or the group stages of the
No,
Champions League.
I know, but that's because they were so late on transforming into the modern way of football because
Of course,
they were still counting on strength and physicality,
and it was a
while
running
the
joke.
other teams were already moving towards tiki-taka football and they were
And it
just
was
out finessed.
And it was that running joke that we would see on Facebook with the memes like,
Yeah,
hey, keep the plane warm because we're going to come back and be done with the tournament anyways. So Italy has become worse than that, in my opinion, because I think, again, I don't know if it's the testosterone or what they put in the water, but like none of those guys are men, in my opinion. Like none of those strike fear in the hearts of players of the Italian way. Like none of those guys do. Like Italy and Brazil are kind of in a similar situation. I think Brazil
yeah.
still has some flair, but Brazilians aren't Brazilian anymore when it comes to that team. Like it is. It really is. Because like you mean to tell me that like Vinny Jr. is like your leader of that team right now?
Sure,
Who have
he shouldn't be. He's nowhere near like in that Brazil team, and also you can argue for this Italian team, like you need mature players, right, that understand the DNA of the team, of the country, of the weight also, because like Italy is. I hope you guys hear me. My screen is lagging.
No, we do. Go on.
Okay. The football in those countries is a religion. I know in Italy it's Ferrari and F1 first, but then it's football, right? It's the Azzurri. In Brazil, like it's football first, and you have to live that. And there's a reason why the Brazilians at one point like stopped like supporting Neymar. Like he was injured, he was partying, he wasn't like mirroring the style and the importance of football in Brazil. Like he was living a lifestyle they couldn't identify with. And that's how he lost the support of the big like Brazilian fandom. And you have to have like the leader of the team has to carry the identity and have a bond with the country and give that to the team or transform that to the transfer that to the team. And that's how you have a culture in your team. There's a reason why this Croatia team was always punching above their weight. Like I know it was good players, but who was living that? It was Modric living that. It was Rakitic living that for a long time. Perisic, like those were elder statesmen that understood the culture and were leading that.
Yeah, and then you look at, like, for example, you look at that prime Brazil team, and I'm going to use the 2002 team. You had Dino, you had again Ronaldo, Fenomeno, you had Rivaldo, you had Roberto Carlos, you had
Crushed me as
Dida.
a child, man. They crushed me as a child, that team.
Like that is a team of, again, seasoned, experienced winners. Where you look at like the Brazilian team now, where it's like Rodrigo, Fabinho, Vinicius. Like, again, like I just look at this team and it's like these aren't favela ballers. And it's like, I think I saw a comment on there, but it's a bunch of like petty rich kids.
Yeah, it's entitlement. They leave Brazil quickly. They get the money early. They move for big money now. Like as soon as they leave Brazil, they turn into celebrities more
Yeah,
so
'cause
than football players.
really, like, and I'm looking at the roster right now. The only Brazilians that play on notable Brazilian teams are Alexandro and Danilo at Flamengo.
Yeah. Estevao, I agree with you. Like he has that flair. He works hard. And it may help honestly that he's at Chelsea and not at Real Madrid like Vini, that immediately like where his ego went up the roof or above the roof. I don't know how I want to phrase it, but yeah, Estevao is one of those. But then like the rest of the team is doesn't perform in that way. Like he carries the weight and the importance of football in Brazil on his shoulders. But he still like looks very what is it, like young, innocent, fresh blood. Like I hope he doesn't.
He's better than Yamal.
Ah, chill, man. The
Hey, did you hear what they said? The Chelsea fans? It's just like, who's the
yeah,
Yamin Yamal? He's just a worse Estevao.
we need to chill. Like Yamal has some more time under his belt, so let's see though.
Yeah, but he's been on a generational losing streak because of all this shit he's been talking, and I'm here for it because I'm just here for the anarchy.
I know. You're probably a bigger Barca hater than like actual
Not
like
Jeff.
Real.
Oh,
Oh no, Jeff is Madrid, but he hates them both.
No, Jeff's he likes Barca.
Does he like Barca? I just
Yeah.
thought he hated
Oh,
Spain.
Jeff is just against Real. I don't think like Barca is the opponent of Real. That's why he has more sympathy for Barca. But I think he just hates Real.
I kind of agree with KB. KB here with Yamal peaked. I think Yamal peaked. I don't think he's going to get any better.
Oh, when you blow your load that often, yeah, you're gonna peak pretty
Dude,
quick.
he's a child, man.
He is. I mean, you do have to at least give
Sherman
him,
Dave, you got it.
let him be 20.
You got to take care of your body, man.
No,
And especially with the
of course
workload,
he-
especially with the
of course he
workload
has
that he has.
I absolutely agree, man. I absolutely agree. But maybe he gets that online. Like he just turned 18, man. Like chill. Maybe he gets the right people around him. Maybe he gets the right like physical treatment guys. And I don't know. Maybe Barca
If he
gets
does, great. Yeah, if he does, great.
back up to him. No, yeah. And I just think it's too early to judge.
Again, you just got to be careful. You can't talk all that shit.
Yeah. But he's dude. What have we done when we were 18, bro?
talk shit and backed it up.
Dude, he's the literal Ballon d'Or candidate as a teenager, man.
Yeah, because FIFA likes to slob on Barcelona.
Dash.
Oh,
Are you
listen.
telling me that? Are you telling me that he didn't deserve to be on that list,
No, absolutely not. He shouldn't have been top 3.
dude?
Juventino's slobbering all over a bunch of young boys at this point.
I'm
So
sorry.
don't give him out too much.
I don't think he should have been top 3.
I think he deserved it.
Listen, let's just give him the benefit of the doubt. It's easy to hate.
You
kid.
can.
I understand.
I'm not hating
But-
the kid. I'm just saying, like, he didn't have that good of a season this year for him to be top 2nd.
But at the same time,
and like I said, like he's a Ballon d'Or candidate at 18. Man, everybody celebrates his.
He wasn't even the best player on Barcelona.
Dude, I know it
he's
was
fucking 18
Rafinha.
though, guys. Like,
I know, dude. For me, it was Rafinha as well. But then he was like in the top 4 or top 5, man, and they gave him a bit of
Rafinha
bonus.
should have been too, because if it wasn't for Rafinha, Barcelona wouldn't even be where they were.
But he was still, man. Okay, top 3 is maybe a stretch, but he was for certain, like he would be the next
top
one.
10, top 5, maybe I'll give you top 5.
Yeah, but we
like,
are debating about.
honestly, it should have
Dude,
been Dembele, Rafinha.
we are debating about
Vitinha.
literally
We
like 2
talking-
positions.
we
For
have
me,
a
it was
rule.
that.
Yeah, dog versus missionary. Let's go.
We have a rule about minors at this channel, guys. Come on.
Dude, for me, it was Dembele because he won literally everything. Then it was Salah or Rafinha, depending on what's like on whether it's for you harder to win the Premier League or La Liga. And then for me, top 4 would have been Yamal already. And then fifth would be Harry Kane.
The reason
Because
why
he had
I
that
would
presence.
the reason why I would put Rafinha over Salah is because I think Rafinha was so pivotal to Barca's success that season that if you
No-
take off
No
Rafinha, that
problem.
team,
I
that's
take
why.
that. But we have the same top 3. Okay. 4th would be Yamal for me because at his age, I think you have to reward that.
I still think Harry
And
Kane.
and I still think he was similar enough in his output to Rafinha that he deserved to be there. Because if you go into the other teams, like who was like still as good as Yamal that season? For me, it was Harry Kane would be behind Yamal, and then you have already Mbappe, who after the first like bad weeks like turned it up. That would be 6th, right?
I wouldn't put Haaland on there, Dahl. I think
No,
Haaland didn't have a good season.
sorry, but Mbeumo, yeah, he was good at he was very good at Bradford actually, but I wouldn't put him near those.
No, I don't know. I'm very. I mean, what would we call it?
Haaland had good output, but then again, the success of the team like goes into that as well. Like team success is important for the Ballon d'Or.
It is.
Yeah, that's honestly any type of award talking about the best.
And Barca almost won the triple. So
they only won
every
La Liga.
great player has at least
they won La Liga and the Copa del Rey, right?
No, I thought they only won La Liga.
Yeah, I said La Liga and didn't they win Copa del Rey?
I don't think so.
But even then, they won La Liga.
Yeah, but it's them versus Real Madrid.
Barra. Yeah. I mean, that's the problem with this whole discussion, though, is you could like everyone will just like yell at each other for hours.
No, they won the. Hold on, correction. They did win the Copa del Rey last year, so they got a domestic double.
Yeah, see, I told you.
So, yeah.
And that's why I said I think you have to reward that. Meanwhile, like Manchester City, Man City won nothing. We rewarded PSG because they won the treble. Their league is easier to win, and the domestic cup is easier to win for them. So I think Dembele is more than enough, like in the top 5 for them. I think you have to put. I hate Barcelona as much as you guys. Look at that. Look at that jersey I have there.
I don't hate Barcelona. I mean,
Yeah,
I
but
just don't cheer for them
Huh?
per se, but I don't hate them like some other people around here. There's a lot of teams to hate.
Dude,
I mean,
I'm not saying that Yamal will be incredible in the future, nor do I say he will be trash. I'm just saying in that season he deserved to be up there with the best players. That's what I'm saying.
it's worth the conversation. He definitely got into the conversation, whether he was like number 2.
Yeah, crazy. We talked about this longer than we talked about Bodø
Wh-
Glimt.
well, we're trying to milk the clock for more ad revenue. We're broke. What?
Ash is trying to make a buck here.
I'm trying to make a buck.
Hey, Jeff agrees.
Fuck Jeff. No, I'm just kidding. Whatever. Just tell Cucurella to drop his pants so Yamal can fall out of his
He
pockets.
seems like the kind of guy that would.
Is
You get him
Cucurella
drunk
gonna make a
started?
new song where he pocketed Yamal? Like, you know how he did it for Holland?
Did he make that himself?
Yeah, he was fucking wasted. He sung that song.
Good for him.
Good for Cucurella.
I mean, I just love to hate. That's a player I do love to hate.
You know, I just I hate Cucurella for no fucking reason. He just pisses me off.
It's the hair. It's just the way he looks.
I have no reason.
Yeah, just he looks just the look. That I have no like rational explanation as to why I don't like him.
But I'm telling you, I would like him as a player, man. I would like him. He's a good player, man.
The hair, man. Just there's something off-putting about having to look at him every game. I don't know if I enjoy it. He's a train wreck. You can't not look.
I agree, man. It's not the hair look I would go for as well, but man, he's a very good fullback.
It's like whose hair is worse?
Multi-dimensional.
I want to know whose hair is worse, Cucurella or this fucking fembot.
You mean the guy that's gonna lose to Max Verstappen?
I fucking hope so. Yeah.
Could you imagine that? How funny would that be if they fumble the title to Max?
Funny or just credence?
Yes.
That would be crazy, man.
But you know who does look good and why this is on my feed? I don't know. But my lord, how old is she?
Who?
Monica Lewinsky.
Oh man, sucking dick will work magic for you.
Dude, look at her complexion, her hair, her body.
I wonder why. I heard there's an anti-aging cream that splashes.
Oh yeah. 10,000 right. Dude, Brian Hill looks still like he goes, I don't know, like he lets his mother cut his hair. Dave, look him up, man. You'll be surprised.
What's the name?
Brian Hill.
Hill.
Oh,
Hill.
yes. No, he's ugly.
Oh, dude, that hairstyle is.
Yeah,
oh my god, that's the 2005 skater cut. Get the fuck out.
No, he looks like he came straight out of Yellow Submarine.
He looks like he's about to like go out in the street with Heelys and like some baggy pants and Vans and shit.
Or Lance Stroll hairstyle. Lance Stroll hairstyle, bro. Who cuts his hair, man? He's a fucking millionaire.
He said Cucurella got pubic hairs as a hairstyle. Oh my god, that's so funny because Cucurella's hair looks like he has pubes on his head.
Dude, he is a millionaire. His dad is a billionaire. How is that your hairstyle, bro?
That's funny. Oh my god, I can't unsee it now. Cucurella was pubic hair.
He does no. Out of all those pictures we just looked at, he's the ugliest.
He's got nutsack hair.
It's just bad. It's just bad, man. And he's worth a few $1 million anyways. He could probably get a haircut, but I don't know. This is him. Like, look at this.
It looks like he needs moisture. Of course, you picked the one without his pants. Of course, you picked that one.
Adrenochrome. No, we're gonna look it up because you said not to. What am I looking at?
I don't know. I just worked.
I don't know what this is. This is stupid, KB. I don't know what I'm looking at.
Yeah,
All right,
KB's trying
guys.
to have us look
I
at tits.
finished my beer. We're in the crazy part of the show. Is it time to go?
It's time to go.
It's time.
This is time to go a long time ago. This
a
is
very
you
long
guys
time
are.
ago. Well, it was all three of us together in a stream, so it was just kind of like one of those things where it's like, "Fuck it," right?
Do you
We gotta-
remember when we said that this will be a short one?
It was supposed
and
to
then
be
and then Dash came and fucking derailed the entire fucking thing.
pretty.
I am
much.
that
And
guy. I am totally that guy right
You
now.
spent half an hour on minors.
Context.
Okay,
Context.
before we go,
Context.
I just want to defend my guy Florian Wirtz. If you think he's a trash player, you're wrong. He's not shit. He got thrown into a team that is
shit.
not that is currently shit, that is imbalanced, and yep, he may has some work to do, like physically, but I think he will do that. It's just he doesn't fit that system whatsoever right now. It's so imbalanced. Like when they go all in offense, they concede 4 goals. When they try to defend it, they're not able to progress the ball. Like Alexander Arnold leaving, the whole midfield being out of form, the defense is bad. Dude, if you single out Florian Wirtz, that's just not correct. He's also has been good for the national team.
Listen,
Scoring against world-class teams.
at least in the Bundesliga, they flop when they leave. It's not like the Italian or the Spanish league when they flop while in the league. Like literally just flop.
I honestly think you're a bit unfair to the Bundesliga, man.
All right, folks. On that note, I guess we'll end it. We have to somehow do an after dark because I have to do the Frankfurt story. Like I've not been able to do my
Bucket time.
Yeah, we're gonna have to book a time to do the Frankfurt story, and we have to do it with German Dave because German Dave has to be here for it. Because how can I not tell a story of me being in Germany without the resident German on the stream?
You
And
basically can't.
the amount of German that I had to use was astonishing. That I was still surprised that I remember how to speak it.
Ooh, okay.
But don't get me
I'm
wrong,
intrigued.
German Dave, I saw some of the most beautiful women in Frankfurt, which caught me by like when it came to like blonde hair, blue eyed, like hot, there was hot police women and flight attendants. I was like, what is this?
Let's remember that Dash also just went to Canada for the first time a couple months ago, even though it's half an hour away.
15 minutes.
15 minutes away.
15 minutes.
we go through that, man.
So, yeah, I was astonished. I was a little bit heartbroken because the flight attendant was not single, but still.
All right.
The Frankfurt story.
Do I need to play the music over your ass?
Nope. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Make sure you like and subscribe and catch us in for another live stream this weekend while we watch Juve potentially draw another game again. And we're getting into the holiday season mix. So there is a potential for a Festivus for the rest of us coming later down the road.
December 22nd.
Yeah, we just need to get the poll ready.
The poll is in the next room.
Yeah, but it's not in this room. But anyways, folks, obviously share it with your friends, your cats, your dogs, your uncles, and make sure your uncles don't touch kids because that's weird, even though we covered kids for 30 minutes. And
happy Thanksgiving to the Americans.
Oh, yeah. Happy Thanksgiving, America.
Yeah, happy Thanksgiving. And big shout out to Dash because he's officially old as fuck now.
Was it your birthday?
It is today. Yeah.
Happy 30th birthday, Dash.
Don't tell my age to everyone.
Yeah.
God
Everyone
damn
knows
it.
you hit 30. Yes.
Fuck.
Love it. Love it.
Yes.
Do
gray
you
hair.
feel older already?
Yeah, I wake up with back problems and fucking gray hairs. Jeez, dude.
That's how it's supposed to go.
Dude, I have
Welcome
so much
to the
gray hair on the side of my head now. I'm
welcome to
glad
the
welcome to the old shit.
Yeah, welcome to life.
Welcome to being old, cranky, and very horny all the time. And on that note, we shall see you on the next stream, yeah? Make
Yeah,
sure
yeah.
you like and subscribe. And Dave, please hit the end stream button so I do not do so many fucking